You're good. You're in.
All right.
Okay. The regular meeting of the Monte Sereno City Council on December 17th is now called to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, Andrea.
Councilmember Elahi. Present. Councilmember LaBouvet.
Present.
Councilmember Turner.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Luthold.
Present.
And Mayor Lutler.
Present. Are there any changes to the orders of the day?
There are no changes.
Okay. Oral communications. Each speaker has 3 minutes to speak. This is Susanna Craig.
Hi, my name is Susanna Craig, and I live on Vineland Avenue. It is my wish to recap the year since your council has taken over and the horrific job that you've all done, except Javit. I'd like to go ahead and start out with the ousting of a good council person by the claim that that person missed one meeting, and of Rowena making a claim of discrimination and not having the courtesy to look at her constituents, but instead facing away. Then I'd like to bring to attention the micromanaging and poor treatment of the city staff to the point where we've had not one, but 2 and 3 resignations of the city lawyer, of the city manager, and now of the building official. To add to that atrocity, we also have staff seeking union representation. And why is that? Because they're being belittled and they're not being treated with respect. In addition to that, former Mayor Rowena has been sending out emails misrepresenting situations and cases. That's not so bad as allowing her husband to shout out vulgarities of bullshit and not asking him to stop. And finally, I'd like to bring to your attention to hiring a city manager that has absolutely no experience, has multiple of situations being brought up by the newspaper, and who was given a cake package. So this council, congratulations, you've done a good job of costing this city a lot of money. We're the laughingstock of all the other cities. Finally, I would like to say that it will be my goal for next year to make sure that you, Rowena, and you, Daniel, are not voted back in. You're harmful to our city. It pains me that I voted for you, Liz. What can I do? We all make mistakes. But I just want you to make sure that you understand how horrific this council has been. To get rid of a lawyer, a city manager, to get union representation, I mean, that has to say something about the lack of credibility that your organization has. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, so seeing that we have no written communications. Oh, okay, sure. We recognize Brian Mekachuk.
Hi, Brian Mekachuk, 17509 Via Sereno. I would like to say thank you and goodbye to a few folks. I guess starting with Terry. Thank you so much for all your help at the front counter and supporting staff and explaining things to people like me that ask a lot of questions. Also for working to get the technology in place, the screen and whatnot. I know that it's been difficult, and I think it's good that we're going in the right direction there. I also would like to thank our building official, Rob. He is one of the real strong building officials in the South Bay, and he was did a great job. I think Mayor Pro Tem Luthold would agree that working with Rob is really nice, refreshing, and easy. Rob always explained things. He didn't say this is what the code is. He kind of explained, well, the code is like this because here's the intent, and this is why you have to follow it. And you sort of go, oh, okay. Like, Rob was fabulous. I just can't say enough nice things about Rob. I'd also like to thank Burton for doing the filming and getting that under control and coordinating with the city council, as we just saw tonight. And I want to thank city council for embracing the technology and working through. And of course, Andrea is the glue that holds everything together. So I just want to say thanks to Andrea as well. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on, consent calendar. Are there any council members that would wish to speak about something on the consent calendar?
Crickets.
Cricket's good. Do we have a motion to approve?
It's not in here.
Do we have a second?
Second. Well, we can't vote.
A motion by Councilmember Elahi, a second by Councilmember Turner. So we should be able to vote.
So I'm
Are
still
you
on,
all on the right?
mine's still on the consent calendar. I'm still stuck on consent calendar.
Yeah, I think you better just,
So, Councilmember Elahi,
Yes.
Member LaBouvet,
Yes.
Councilmember Turner,
yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Leopold.
Yes.
Yes.
So that passes 5-0. The right Wi-Fi?
One in pink,
City Hall office use, yeah, getting nothing.
all official use.
For a second, and then, because when it asks us to join it.
City Hall use 5-0?
City Hall office use dash 5.0.
Yeah, okay. All right.
All right, since there are no public hearings and no unfinished business, we're moving on to new business, to the 2020 City Council meeting schedule.
So basically, this is your schedule for 2020. In past years, the council has taken the opportunity at the beginning of the year to look at that calendar, and if it falls the meetings fall either close to a holiday or on a holiday, they would cancel the meetings. They also take a look at their summer schedule, and for most years, probably for the last 12 years, they've canceled meetings in either late June or early July, close to the July 4th holiday, to allow staff vacation, council vacations, also to do some planning for workload. So what you have before you, and another thing is they used to cancel if the council meeting was going to fall on election day, because in the past, the council chambers have been used as a polling place. This year, in 2020, the Register of Voters is moving toward voting centers, so this facility no longer qualifies to be used as a voting center. However, staff thinks that, or is recommending that the council cancel that November 3rd meeting, which falls on the presidential and a city council election, to allow most opportunity to vote and participate, however you're going to participate during that election day. So staff is recommending that you consider canceling the first meeting in July, possibly the second meeting in July, and then the November 3rd meeting. All the rest seem to fall, all the rest of the regular council meeting dates seem to fall not close to holidays or certain dates like that.
Any of the council members have questions, or are you chance to look at it? Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. Approve.
With those 3 days canceled?
Yes.
With July 7th canceled, as well as July 21st potentially, and November 3rd canceled.
It's understanding that if you do need to schedule, you can still schedule.
Yes, of course, yeah.
So that's a motion to cancel those three?
Yes.
Okay, okay. All right.
Second.
I think you made the motion.
You made the motion, I'll second.
Okay. Okay, so I have a motion by Councilmember Turner, second by Councilmember LaBouvet.
Oh. Okay.
And let's see if we can vote. Any voting tabs?
No.
Okay. Councilmember Elahi?
Yes.
Councilmember LaBouvet?
Yes.
Councilmember Turner?
Yes, yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Luthhold?
Yes.
and Mayor Lawler?
Yes.
Okay. So it passes 5-0. Thank you.
All right, moving on to commission and committee reports. Have any reports?
None.
None? All right, moving on to council member comments.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also like to comment on the staff that has left us and the staff that's leaving. Terry, I think you've done a really great job, very successful job. And in the last few weeks, when you know you were leaving, you still went, did your job professionally by, working with Sergio. Very detailed questions, especially even on this agenda, this time for the closed session. Throughout the year, we wish you good luck. Issues also, but hopefully. Yes, thank you for some. I appreciate your input to the city and Suzanne, your input into the city. I think it's been tough for the city council, and there've been some tough decisions that have had to be made. They have been made, and I look forward to working with the new city manager. But in all our interests, when we make decisions, we do it not for our personal. Be upset about something. New city manager coming in, work with the city manager because that's in the best interest of the city. Look forward to other people who come in here. Rob's loss is a huge loss. He was an excellent inspector. I don't know if you could have made him a counter offer or not to make him stay, especially at this junction. I'm not retired, she retired. It's too bad she didn't want to be on the city agenda last time, otherwise it would I look forward to working with the new city mayor. It's a new beginning.
Thank you, Javed, for your comments. It's gracious after that long battle that we had.
Well,
And
it
thank
was
you
not
for that.
personal. It was what we thought was best for the city, what you thought and what I thought, so it was not personal.
Appreciate that.
At least we didn't.
John, you have anything?
I just want to say amen. That was all well said. And so I'll just join in that rather than repeating it all.
Same here. That was really, really well said, Javed, and thank you, Terry, for your time here. And I really do wish you well in your future endeavors.
Same here.
Moving on to city manager's report.
I have nothing to report.
Future agenda items?
One item I would like the attorney to look at, maybe as an ordinance, we had the Senator County Sheriff last time, and I'd asked him a question with these wildfires that are going on. This PG&E is required to have wires a certain distance from trees, but nobody monitors them. And a lot of fires are caused when those trees crash and there's sparking going on. I'm trying to figure out if the city of Monte Sereno can make an ordinance requiring PG&E to comply with the statutory requirements as to how far the wires are from the trees. And if they don't, we fine them or penalize them or somebody sanction them. I'd like to see if we can look at that, if that's a all the city to enforce our own city ordinance and with our own city inspectors or whoever goes out there to find them or penalize them, so that at least in our city, the wires are a fair distance or whatever the state requirements are. And it's 5 feet out there, and the PG&E has cut corners and they only have wires. They don't cut trees, and there's a lot of trees that are within not a proper.
Yeah, I mean, certainly that's something I can research. If the answer is that that's not within the city's authority to do, I'm not sure that necessitates an agenda item, but certainly I can provide the council with an answer.
I mean, I think the corollary to that would be, we do have like a weed abatement program, something like that. And so we're just talking about in the air weed abatement program. And so I know Javed tried to pin down the fire marshal on this the last time, and he wasn't very willing to take on that duty. But, you know, if it could be somehow mandated through a weed abatement or a wire abatement type program, that would be.
And even if they
Reasonable.
have some sort of immunity, who cares? Can we publicly shame them?
Yeah, I mean-
Publish a list of the wires that are problematic, look into whether we can take action on behalf of our citizens because it's not acceptable. So who cares what the state says about their immunity and what they push through their agenda? What can we do from our side? I think that's really what the research question. So no, they have immunity. Let's do something more creative than that, if that's the answer.
Okay, well, sounds like the direction I'm getting from council is to, you know, do that research and provide some answers.
I think it's unanimous.
And you're doing excellent research, by the way, you said that, so.
Okay.
Okay. I have one, which is, I think, we've received correspondence that we may need to be responsive to, and the deadline for that may be for the next meeting for the council to discuss and potentially take action. So I think we need to work with the city attorney on whether that is in fact something that needs to go on the first meeting in January, and then what our options are to follow up on.
I have one, and that is ClearGov. We did the first implementation of ClearGov, and there's a second implementation that we've already paid for. And I think we need to agendize that for the next city manager to complete. I also wanted to review Resolution 1691.6 at some point in time.
Is that it?
Nothing?
Okay, well then, the Monte Sereno City Council meeting for December 17th is now adjourned. Our next meeting will be January 7th, 2020.
Good job.
Done.
Shortest meeting ever.